How Magu raided General Abdulsalami's residence, stop Danjuma from buying aircraft. More facts have emerged on the ongoing probe of the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu. Two top retired generals of the Nigerian Army, former military head of state General Abdulsalami Abubakar, and former Chief of Army Staff General Theophilus Danjuma had of recent reported Magu to President Muhammadu Buhari for ill-treating them. This was disclosed by former presidential spokesman and chairman of the editorial board of This Day newspaper, Olusegun Adeniyi, in his weekly column in the highly celebrated newspaper. Adeniyi, who was spokesman of late President Umaru Yar'Adua, said part of Magu's problem was the raid he conducted of the Minna residence of General Abubakar. He was also said to have stopped Danjuma's payment for a new aircraft, a development that infuriated the former Minister of Defense to see President Buhari the presidential villa in Abuja recently. Adeniyi wrote a billionaire oil tycoon Danjuma had paid for the purchase of an aircraft. His check bounced. The order to withhold payment, he was told by his banker, came from Magu. From what I gathered, it took some time before the president could convince Danjuma that he knew nothing about what was clearly power-mongering by a reckless public official. A few weeks before that incident, the Minna residence of former head of state General Abdulsalami Abubakar was raided by EFCC operatives who turned the house upside down. The president also got to know only after the deed had been done. The full column is published elsewhere on this news platform. The grilling of Magu continued on Wednesday by the Justice Ayo Salami-led panel at the presidential villa. Source said Magu was grilled on possible ownership of properties in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Some top staff of the EFCC and the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit were also invited by the panel on fact-finding. Among those reported to have appeared before the panel from the EFCC were the Secretary Ola Oluyede, Director of Operation Muhammad Umar, Director of Finance and Administration, Director of Internal Affairs Zonal Sectional Heads Department, and Unit Heads. Well, there's been a reaction on Twitter that says Magu himself is corrupt. He must go to jail. Yes, nobody is above the law. He himself is also corrupt. Well, so una see wetin happen to Magu and how Malami Minister for Justice and Attorney General of the Federation is being used to ease out Magu. Magu, you have finished yourself. Mumu who send you message to these two general house. Where you dey now, soon you'll be jailed. Nobody's above the law as far as corruption is concerned. Well, it has been said that based on what happened, two big accusations against Magu stand out. In fact, the panel is actually interested in digging deep into the two major accusations against the EFCC boss. The two big accusations will help the panel in arriving at a substantial ground to establish whether or not Magu has compromised or not. That will as well go up them to dig into other areas of fresh allegations emerged against Magu. Well, said first the allegation that Magu bought properties abroad, especially in Dubai. The Justice Salami led the panel is interested in digging into the allegation that Magu bought some property abroad, especially in Dubai, which is in the United Arab Emirates, has always popped up as the place where corrupt Nigerian politicians aid to buy luxury mansions and other costly properties with the proceeds of fraud. Most of the times, they also invest in the country and their wealth are intact, yielding more money for them. Most corruption cases involving top Nigerians, especially politicians and public office holders, linked them to owning luxurious properties in Dubai. Well, the panel wants to know if Magu actually bought properties in Dubai. It was reported that Magu had traveled to Dubai many times on official visits and sometimes on private visits. It means that the panel will have to dig out about where Magu stays, where he traveled to Dubai. Is it in a hotel or one of the properties he allegedly bought there? Well, that is another question that a lot of people want to know about. Moreover, apart from the official visits, the panel will like to beam its searchlight on Magu's private visits to Dubai. Maybe the details could help the probe to establish if the allegations against him are true or not. Well, and apart from Dubai, Magu is accused of owning properties in the US and some other countries. The presidential panel will determine if that allegation is true or false as well. Well, second, the allegation that 39 billion naira was diverted from recovered loot. This is another big area the panel wants to dig into, as the head of the EFCC, Magu, is seen as the chief accounting officer of the anti-corruption agency. Consequently, he is supposed to answer for any discrepancies arising from the supposed value of recovered loot and what is on ground. Now that the record shows that a huge amount of money is missing, Magu will answer for it. The truth is 39 billion naira is no small money to overlook. The panel want to know what happened to the money recovered from looters, or should the government keep quiet and allow recovered loot get looted again? That is serious. Although when such allegations against a top government official such as Magu takes a serious dimension, many rumors and unfounded reports start flying in various media platforms and even the social media. To make things worse, many people would have read about too many unfounded allegations against Magu peddled on social media and other rumor mills. Well, such things are expected because some people are out to add insult to injury. Others are simply anti-Magu individuals who are interested in calling a dog all manner of bad names so as to hang it. Well, but it should be emphasized that for now, Magu is deemed innocent of all the allegations until he is found guilty. In fact, the panel is meant to investigate first investigations in the first step. After the investigation, if the panel found enough evidences to recommend for Magu's prosecution, then the federal government will do the needful. That means that all the bad names and untrue reports aimed at giving the impression that Magu is guilty and corrupt are too early and ill-informed. Magu may actually be guilty or innocent at the end of it all. Time will tell, and people should hold on. Well, a lot have been said so far about this Magu's case, but the thing is, some people are of the opinion that two top retired generals of the Nigerian Army, former military head of state General Abdulsalami Abubakar and former chief of Army Staff General Theophilus Danjuma, had of recent reported Magu to President Muhammadu Buhari for ill-treating them, and a lot of people have been saying that this is the cause of why Magu is being interrogated, and they have revealed and reported him to the President Muhammadu Buhari. Well, we don't know how true that is, but the thing is that anything you are doing in life, try and be straightforward. I have said that times without number. Now we are waiting to see if Magu is actually guilty or not. Well, that is it, my people. And meanwhile, let me have more takes from you, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.